Today is Tuesday. I have to go to work today. I don't normally work around people. I work on my own at home. So this is kind of a big deal for me, and I'm just trying not to catastrophize. So you could say my anxiety is at a level 3 right now, and I just wanted to let you guys know that it's hard to be around people when you have BPD, especially when a lot of the times people with BPD also have anxiety. And right now I feel worried about how I'm going to come across when I see people. I'm worried about if I can hide my symptoms well. I'm going to record myself again later on after the day to let you guys know how I feel. Most likely I'm going to feel like dying because I just feel drained around people, and I might have self-harm thoughts, but maybe recording this will help me cope with that a little bit more. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, if you can't tell, this is the end of the day and I am exhausted emotionally. I'm trying not to cry because I can't go home quite yet. It's just a really tiring feeling to just get triggered by social interactions throughout the day and still have to put up a front and get things done. And as I was in a few meetings, I was just imagining the perfect analogy for this. It's like having an empty cavity that's been infected, and you have to constantly clean it in order for it not to be infected again. And it's just an ongoing process of like more infection and bacteria festering on your wound. And for me, I think that it takes a lot of maintenance to not let my self-hatred get in the way of how I interact with people when I feel insecure. I think out of habit, I will get mad at myself at first for feeling anxious and scared and shameful, but it's so clear to me that there's no point in getting mad at myself for having a reaction that I can't control. And if it helps to visualize a nasty, disgusting, infected cavity, then I'm going to do that from now on. It's really hot in the car. I turned off the AC and I have to go inside. So yeah, I'll update you guys when I get home, I guess. Hey guys, so today I'm going to try to keep in mind the whole infected wound analogy and do my best to prepare for that feeling. That's really the first step to knowing what I need to do and knowing how I need to change the way that I'm thinking. So today I lather up all this salve and I'm trying to build that thicker, I don't want to say skin because that's kind of corny, but it really is like needing a salve until my skin becomes more resilient. And that's what I'm going to do before going to work today. I'm actually going to have to work in the office for 3 days in a row, and I have to prepare myself for how bad it's going to feel. That's just the reality of it, and I will report back later to tell you guys how it went. Hey guys, so recently I decided to just lay everything out there while having a really deep conversation with my boyfriend last night. I told him about 7 different interactions that I had and why they were positive, and it turned out that I had a pattern of choosing to open up, and every time I made that decision, I was like building up more positive or just proof that I can have a positive experience by doing that rather than a fearful one. I'm kind of going into my workday happier to see people than fearful. What else did I want to say? And I didn't really reflect on yesterday's day because I just felt good and I wanted to relax, and I finished watching Stranger Things. And yeah, I wasn't as triggered, so I'll have more to report later on. I just wanted to show my face each day so that I can relay whatever I found out. I don't know if this is super interesting, but for me it's really healing, and I don't care if this gets views. I don't care if I'm putting myself on YouTube, just the fact that I'm recording what I need to process is helping me not distract myself from each trigger. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you have to do things in real time while you're triggered, and it's important to reflect with myself. Yeah. So I would say that it's been successful. No matter how discomforted I felt the other day, I think I've been making strides, and I just need to remind myself of that. So I'll report later on, and hopefully I have more to say that's about positive experiences versus scary ones. Bye. So I was trying to make a very picturesque vlog where I talked about my revelations and everything that I learned that week of being around my coworkers. But I got afraid because there was a stupid bee next to me, and I'm anxious as it is talking to the camera, so I just couldn't concentrate. So this is going to be my video where I talk about revelations. It's just going to be a voiceover. I'm sorry. I opened up to my boss about having mental illness, and he remembered this months later and wanted to like tell the company about my advocacy and that I've been making this blog and making YouTube videos. Of course, I had a mild panic attack over it, but it just showed me that my BPD thoughts during that week were so not true. Like, I had so many triggering thoughts just based off of how people looked at me, them not responding to a question, or I don't know, I just perceived the rejection everywhere. So I was for sure thinking that they didn't like me or they thought I was awkward. But the fact that I connected with my boss unexpectedly in that way showed me that those thoughts are not true. My way of cleaning out that infected wound that is my fear of rejection and perceiving rejection when it's not there is remind myself that that's the BPD and that's not actually me and that's not actually the truth. And I guess the takeaway from this whole vlog is that your borderline thoughts are lying to you, and the only way that we can get over feeling shame because of our BPD is to know what is your BPD thought and what is your actual thought and belief. So that is the lesson here, I guess, for me anyway. Thank you guys for listening and watching, and I will make another video soon. Bye.